Before I start, if you guys wanted to know where I get all this awesome music from, you guys can go check out the people down by No Copyright Sounds. They have an awesome channel with a bunch of non-copyrighted music which I can use on my channel. So if you guys want to go thank them, then channel's down in the description. I use all their music in all my videos. No, I'm not sponsored by them, but I wish I was. That'd be awesome. What is up, guys? KFC for Life here, and today we're doing a Banshee Slayer guide on Runescape 2007, or 07, or old school, or however you prefer to call it. Either way, let's move on to the information of Banshees. There you go. You guys can see the three forms. Obviously, the one on the right one, that's the one that actually, that's what it looks like on 07. Yes, it looks very derpy, but you know, whatever. EOC looks much better. Oh, those are the two ones on the right. Alright, let's move on to the information. They have a combat level of 23. They have the hit points of 22, so you can easily one-hit them. As you'll see later in the video, I pretty much do high hits with my whip all the time, which, by the way, I did indeed finally get a whip. They only require a Slayer level of 15, so it's very low, and they actually are pretty good money. They are aggressive, apparently, according to Wiki. I don't remember if they actually are. I didn't think they were. I didn't think they were, but I don't know. But they're not poisonous, and they're not immune to poison, so you can poison them. They use a magic-based melee attack. They have a max hit of 3. Well, that depends on what you're wearing, because when you kill these, you have to be wearing earmuffs. If you don't wear them, they have a max hit of 8, and they hit it pretty often, and they reduce your stats, so you have to be wearing earmuffs when you kill these, or Slayer helmet, obviously. So after their max hit comes their weakness, which they do have a weakness of a salve amulet, but that requires some quest, which I don't remember the quest. I'll just link it on the screen right now because I don't remember the name of the quest. Either way, let's move on the two ways to get there. One requires something pretty high and one requires nothing, pretty much. So here we go to the first option. This is the easy way. This is the way I take because I don't have the second option. For the first option, I'll put a video on screen that you guys can follow. You're going to teleport to Rock, you're going to run west, then run northeast past those wooden gates. You're going to run all the way up to the monk's place and run down the monk's ladder, go through the cave, then you're going to exit east and run north straight up to the Slayer Tower. And pretty much that's where you're going to end up at the doors of the Slayer Tower. Remember that this requires the Priest in Peril quest. So yeah, you guys can just follow the video on screen. Let's move on to the second option of getting there. This one requires some more stuff. For this one, it requires a Slayer ring, which you can either buy a Slayer ring for 75 points from any Slayer Master, or you could actually unlock it for a certain amount of points. I think it's like 150 points or something like that. I might be wrong, don't quote me on that. And then you can make your own Slayer rings with like a very high crafting level. But either way, with the Slayer ring, you just teleport straight to the doors of the Slayer Tower, and that's easy as pie. Now, if we go to the map of what it looks like inside the tower, I made a little yellow guide on where to go. The little orange like circles, that's where the Banshees are. The blue circles, those are crawling hands. You don't want to kill those. So you start by the entrance where it says entrance, then you're going to run all the way around following this yellow line, and there's 2 spots to kill them. I prefer the one on the bottom right. That's better, there's more there. But you can also kill them at the first circle, but I prefer the second circle, the one in the bottom right. So that, yeah, that's the 2 places where you can kill them. To actually kill them, you just want to pot up with whatever potions you have, and you want to use your spec weapon. You know, use up your spec so it can start recharging. Obviously, a quick tip is if you don't have that much money like me, because I'm a poor noob, you should probably look into getting some combat potions. I might make like a quick tip video on some different tips that I've picked up while playing through my years of RuneScape. Combat potions are pretty cheap, and they're a good alternative to actual super potions. But obviously, you can see they're very, very easy to kill. And I'll show you what I get at the end of doing a whole task, because I started out with like 136 of them, so I'll show you what you get at the end. It's actually pretty good for a quick task. After I finally did kill them all, I got 5 unidentified herbs, so I couldn't see those. I got 2 Harlanders, 2 Irits, a Ranar. Somehow I managed to get Mystic Gloves, so that's pretty rare. Drop Uncut Emerald, 364 Pure Essence, 12 Air Runes, 4 what did I get? 4 Cosmics, and 19 Chaos Runes. That all added up. I don't really know what the units are, so they're probably, I have, what do I have? I have 44 Herb Lore, so anything above that might be worth some good money. So if I don't count the units and just add everything else together, that is 50k for a 15-minute task, so that's pretty good just for a short little task, 15-minute task. Well, it is 15 minutes for me. Some of you might have higher stats than me, and some of them might have lower stats than me. But I didn't actually check the unidentified herbs because I don't have the Slayer. I mean, not the Slayer level, the herb lore level. So that would have added on some extra money. So you can see it's pretty good money for such a fast task. Alright, we're coming to the end of the video, and I'd like to personally thank you guys for watching my guide on the Banshees, on my Banshee Slayer guide on Runescape 2007. You guys can leave a like or a dislike, whatever you guys want, and leave a comment any way I can make these videos better. Please subscribe, and you can go check out the playlist for my Slayer guide so far. Have a nice day.